What? It's recording? Hey, everybody. Guess what? Guess what, everybody? Everybody, guess what? You are here in the infinite regression. That's where you are. That's where you landed. Your sins have been unbearable, and now this is what God had laid up in store for you, a hellish torment scape of foreveritude. Anyway, but in the meantime, it's not all bad. We got like this, whatever this is, you know? It's a thing. It's one of those things you've been hearing about that you're not entirely sure should be allowed. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna play even a theme song. This has always been the theme song. This has always been the theme. This has always been the theme song. This has always been the theme. Cha. Okay, thanks for that, Cha. All right, I'm going to be honest with you. I will tell you many honestlies. First of all, yes, we are doing this one as God intended. Con los influencias grandes en mi cabeza. That's true, probably. I don't know. Unless it's something about how to get to the library or the cheese is old and moldy, some sort of that kind of nonsense. Anyway, so that's number one. Number two is that I didn't start recording this nonsense until after I had had some foodly type sustenance, the kind that you might grow peckish for while, influenced in ways. Anyway, so yes, having finished my sumptuous morsels, I found myself just full of phlegms and snottitudes and it's terrible when you're a person who does voices. You just want it to be clear sailing. Wait. Okay. This is in my throat just then. You just want it to be smooth sailing, like open passageways, no blockages. You just want to be able to, get it to where you need it to go. That's how it be. When your voce is your instrument, that's how you do all the time. Anyway, that's the thing. But I mean, we'll probably be okay. We'll probably be okay. Even though I'm feeling quite hesitant as to my ability to do all the voices. Yes, of course. I'm quite worried. And I don't know if I'm going to get all them done or not or whatever the fuck. So yeah, okay. Yes, but we could probably attempt some business. Seemed like it went over mildly okay last time, so we're going to find out, maybe. Okay, here we go. It's the thing, jerkface. So, last time, let's do it to it. We don't have time. We are not in a room full of white people. Braxton isn't over here toking and smoking and not taking things too seriously. And, Ian's not over there popping pimples with a protractor. And, Chaz is not over here sending salacious such knots to a former student at the state school. I don't know. Anyway, that would make her like old enough, perhaps. But she's like, yeah, barely not illegal. Anyway, it's weird and gross. Chaz, Clarissa, she's always drinking. Kaysen, he's always trying to get two hands full of anything, and at certain times of night, anyone. I don't know how HR has missed that one. And, old douche canoe over there douche canoe parents. He's likely swimming with the current of that same ammonia scented stream. Yeah, fucking Aiden over here. So it's a room full of white people. We're not talking about these fuck faces. Who gives a fuck? All right. Hold up. Hold the phone. Find it. Hold it. Have it. Okay. Okay. That's good. Okay. Never mind. I was freaking out a little bit because reasons you don't need to know. You don't need to know that I heard a sound that sounded very suspicious, but it was a cat taking care of business every day, taking care of business and working overtime. Anyway, so yeah. Last time when I did this, I did some utter nonsense cardises, but they weren't very funny. I mean, they just weren't. Yeah, the Reddit thing was much funnier when I did Reddit jokes, but I didn't want, I just wanted to try this, see if the cards were salvageable. You know what I'm saying? We'll find out. You and me together. We'll find out. It might work, might not. Who knows? Throw shit at the wall, see if it sticks. That's my philosophy. And that's what I'm sticking to until the day the Grim Reaper comes and plucks my soul from this mortal coil and flings me into the heavens to meet my Maker and make an accounting for everything I've done in this life, including that one time when I stole an old lady's hat and threw it on top of a roof. So I ran past her, so she saw me take the hat, run off, throw it where she couldn't get it, and then I kept running, laughing at her misfortunes. And then I went and got my stick and hoop and sticked my hoop all the way home. Anyway, these are true stories about me and about God, whom we all know. We all know about God. God is Emmylou Harris, the one and only true God. The only God that matters to anyone is Emmylou Harris. She is the one and only true God. Anyway, hey, words getting out there. We're doing very well at keeping this nice, tight, concise, moving cleanly from one thing to the next with no dilliance or dalliage, no dilly-dallying of any sort, of any kind, of any like. And we're doing an excellent job just moving this show forward, making it happen, and just churning it out, just making the sausage without letting the people see the way the sausage is made, because if they saw, they'd be like, ooh, I don't know if I want to eat sausage anymore. And you'd be like, but it's the same shit you've been stuffing in your fucking gullet since you were a kid. And then they're like, well, now that I know that it has fennel in it, well, fuck you. Sausage has fennel. I don't know what fennel is or where it comes from. It could be mouse dicks. I mean, I don't know that fennel is not mouse dicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't make sense if it was, but like, I wouldn't be completely thrown by it if it absolutely turned out to be, because, the French, you know what I'm saying? The French. There could be an explanation for so many things. Just so many things, like, why is this aspect of the world fucked up? The French. Oh, yeah, you're goddamn right, the French. Anyway, it's so true. We're doing an amazing job sticking to the script, saying all the words on the page. Anyway, hey, look. We're hoping this one works out better than the last one. And if it doesn't, then we'll shoot ourselves in the face right after drinking some suspicious Kool-Aid. And then if we have any energy left, we'll see what fun we can have with knots and a rickety ladder. Huzzah! Everything is in place. Oh, so there's not a lot writing on this. I mean, it's just see if it fucking works out, I guess. And if it doesn't, Seppuku. Just putting it out there. All right, moving on. And now, yay! Oh my God, it's fucking happening. Oh, Piggy, come here. Oh, Kermie, it's not your birthday. I don't have to suck. Anyway, hilarity ensues, and it's happening now. Yes, it's happening now. This is the hilarity. I'm making it happen. It is happening. The funniest part of this is that this is a GIF right here. It's a GIF that I got from the internet. I was like, Internet, I need you to get me a GIF. And it was like, it's happening now. And I'm like, what is it? And they're like, it just flickers in the background to show that it's like low quality video so that you could be like, nostalgic. I'm nostalgic for when things were just a little more shit. You know what I'm saying? Just not quite as good. Anyway, regardless. Oh, here we go. Okay, did I make it? Okay, we're going to take the voice from Utter Nonsense and the jokey joke from Cards Against Humanity. So that's what this is. So, the voice is Grumpy Old Man. Now, I got a couple ways I could go with this. I could, my grandfather sort of talked like this. Well, he was an old timer, and he knew a thing or two. So listen up, you young whippersnapper, and you might learn how to fucking mend a fence or some shit. Anyway, you got one of those. And the other one that I also am quite fond of is oh my God, you fucked up my order. This is bullshit. I don't need to come to this fucking establishment. Yeah, I kind of like, I don't know. They're both fun. I kind of like the second one. I think I probably have other old men too that can be like, if you can do an old man, you can do a grumpy old man. Because if you can't do the emotions in the voice, then you can't do the voice. Like, it's like when one of the dumbest classes that I ever had, just, thick in the old noggin. Yeah, like they heard me do voices a couple of times, and then one of them was like, hey, can you do this specific voice? And I was like, no, I can't. I don't know that voice, so I can't do it because I don't really watch that show. And they were like, oh, you can't do the voice of the next door neighbor from Family Guy. And which now I know is Patrick Warburton, which like Patrick Warburton is like, he's like, I'm a grumpy old man. In the seventh circle of hell, sinners must endure. Like he goes really fucking loud and open, and then like gets all stage whispery, Patrick Warburton. So like him doing the neighbor from Family Guy, he'd say something like, hey, Peter man, something like that. And I think that's how he greeted his next door neighbor. I don't know. I don't watch the show. Like, I lost friggin' interest in that show, I don't know, 2004? Like, a long-ass time ago. So, is that show still running? Are they trying to Simpsons it up? Anyway, regardless, I don't fucking know. But anyway, he was like, "Can you do that voice?" And I was like, "No, I can't." But I was doing it. I said that on the basis of like I had never tried Patrick Warburton. I'd never tried that particular voice before. I mean, I didn't know whether I could do it or not because you don't know whether you could do it or not until you try it. And some you do better than others, and others you do better than some, and that's just the way it goes. Like a lot of things in life, any skill that you can think about, you could put the same fucking description on and be like, "Yep, that's what it's like," you know. Anyway, so this kid, because he could just say, "Hey, Peter, man," you know, uh, in the in the fucking voice of Joe Montana. No, Patrick Warburton. I said Joe Montana because I couldn't remember whose voice I was talking about. Patrick Warburton. Anyway, so yeah, Patrick Warburton. Um, because I couldn't just pull it at the time. He's like, "Oh, so I'm better at voices than you." And I was like, "Well, here's the voice I was doing, and I can just say whatever. Like I could just talk to you in that voice, you know." So like it does matter. Like I could do different emotions. I could do, I could sing in that accent. I could, quote Shakespeare in that accent. Whatever you need. Like, because when you can do it, you can do it. And so it doesn't matter like what else you do with it, like what you read in it or what you sing in it or whatever. It doesn't matter what else you do with your voice. Once you lock the voice in, you can just fucking do it, you know. That's what it's like for those of you who are like, I don't know what it's like to be able to do a voice. Like I've never done such things. No, not me, not ever. Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe the voice you do is already. I said do. Anyway, is already funny. But regardless, so yeah, back to what I was saying. This kid thought that he was better than me, but I was like, I can straight up act in the accent that I'm doing. Like, I can improvise. I can like read prepared lines in this accent. You know, it's you can say one line. Like you can't say anything else in the accent or in the voice, but you think because you can do that one voice and I can't, that you're better at voices than me. Like I'm sorry, I don't want to be an asshole about like, "Oh, I'm better than you, kid," you know. But like, I don't normally pull fucking rank on children and be like, "I have adult level skill, whereas you have only child level skill." I don't try and pull that because it's like, yeah, I've been to fucking college and shit. I have an advanced degree. Like, I know a fucking thing or two. So like, you know, I I can't, like come at you with my level shit and be like, "Oh, you don't know this," and then be like, "I am so much better than you." Like that's you can't pull that. That's fucking ridiculous. And some people do try to. Not gonna lie, some people do try to be like, "Yeah, I'm smarter than these fucking kids." Like we had a science teacher who was that way, like, "Yeah, I know better than these fucking kids know." Like, all right, but do you? Like, you're late to everything. You're the worst example of our entire faculty. Like, no one would recommend you to anyone for any fucking reason. Like, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm so much better than these fucking kids." It's like, okay, thrice divorced and living alone. I don't know how many times he was divorced. I know at least once. Anyway, but he did live alone. Sometimes you just say the sad realities and it's fucking hilarious. Anyway, but yeah. So I'm not trying to show these kids up and be like, boom, get dunked on, like you're not done growing yet and I'm full grown and I'm dunking in your face. I'm not pulling that kind of a move. But instead of, awesome athlete dunk shit, it's nerdy theater camp dunk shit. So, yeah, how much dunking on the kid can I fucking do? Like, oh, dunk so hard you're going to rub my testicles across your forehead. Oh, take that. Theater camp. But anyway, like, when it's one of the things that you are known for, and people tell you all the time, like, oh, you could have gone pro in that shit, man. Like, you funny as fuck, man. You say all these voices, it's crazy as shit, man. And you could fucking, like, you could do that shit for real, man. Fuck. It's like, why am I hanging out with morons? You sound like the sort of person who really, really enjoys the Insane Clown Posse. And like the rest of us are like, it's not offensive to the ear, but it's not like intriguing to the ear either. It's like somewhere like you can't figure out why people are so fucking nuts about it. It's the new, like, Jimmy Buffett. Like, wait, why the fuck are people so into this? It's just some pretty normal, like, guy, singer, songwriter, kind of not that great a singer, kind of not that great a songwriter, fucking, selling out fucking huge venues for reasons that you're like, wait, what? How many million people? Like, what the fuck? And meanwhile, you've heard their shit. You're like, I mean, I don't hate it, but like 12 million people? Like, what the fuck, man? Anyway, so yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy like that, ladies and gentlemen. I've long lost the fucking place I was going to. Oh, right, these kids. Yeah, I'm better at fucking voices than you, I think is the takeaway. But I'm not a dick for saying so because I recognize the fact that I'm like older and have theater training and fucking teach it every fucking semester, every fucking year, and have done so for half of your life, So, yeah, twice a year for, several years. I've been doing this shit. And so, like, I might be okay at it. Like, but if we're talking who's the okayest at it, like, I'm the okayest at it. Right? Anyway, bringing the professionalism, it's just like, you don't hear that level of professionalism on fucking comparable things that there are on the internet. There are things comparable to this, right? I don't fucking know. Because otherwise I'd watch him. Like, I'd fucking watch him. Don't act like I wouldn't watch him. I totally would. Anyway, hey, here we go. Card combination number 1. Grumpy old man. We're going to do the like, oh, what the fuck? This is bullshit. This fucking guy. Ugh. Okay. All right. What are we doing here? Okay, I'm going to read the thing. Okay. Well, fuck you then. You're fucking help an old guy out? Fuck off. I'll do it myself. Okay.
In the seventh cycle of hell, sinners must endure one titty hanging out for all eternity. Oh my god, and it's a saggy, fucking wrinkled ass old titty with hairs coming out of the nipples that are powdery white and shit. You want to fucking nuzzle that titty for eternity? No, you don't. It's fucking terrible. You just want to hide it and cover it up. It's fucking gross. Ugh. I hate such things. Ugh. My God, it's hellish torment on earth to even think such things. Ugh.
That went a little much Zoidberg by the end. Like,
I don't know. One titty hanging out sounds pretty good to me.
Anyway, yeah. That's the thing. We did the first of only several more things. God. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I will enjoy listening to this later, but I wish I was done saying it already. Look at my stamina. But most people. Okay, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. This is a little secret. On the other channel, I would pretend that I was drunk all the time. That was the thing. Yeah, I'm high right now, so that's quite different. It's a quite different thing to be high instead of drunk. But nobody's gonna find this fucking channel, and if they did, like, they always stop listening, like, before the 10-minute mark, so fuck them. They're never gonna know. And if they did, what would they do? Respect me more? Probably, for fuck's sake. Anyway. So, yeah. But just think about this. Just think about this before I flip the thing. Is that most people in my condition would be like, I'm just going to put on some Pink Floyd and relax and melt into the sofa. Like the girl on that commercial that was like, don't do drugs or you'll melt into the sofa while you're listening to Pink Floyd. And some of us saw that and were like, promise? Like, are you sure? That's all I gotta do. All I gotta do is I just gotta, get some of this in me. This wackety tobaccity. Just get it, puff, puff, put it in me. There you go. And then pretty soon, this is what's happening. Well, shit. Well, fucking goddamn. There we go. For fuck's sake. Anyway, regardless, it's not dilly or dally or fuck around. But, yeah, most people, especially with the, the old saying is indica couch. But, I find it's more like indica, write a fucking comedy thing and then record it and put it on the internet and see what comes of it, like that. There you go. There you have it. So anyway, by the way, it's 100% legal. It's so legal that I both have my medical card and it's recreationally legal. So, like, super fucking legal. Like, I'm on spring break. I'm in the confines of my own home. So, for fuck's fuckles, man, do what I want. Legal as shit. Anyway, so, yeah, it's true. One titty hanging out all eternity. All right, I read that part. Did it. Did the voice. Grumpy old man. What? I gotta read the good book.
All right. Yeah, children, shut up and listen. This is the good book. And it warns you of the hellish torments Satan will put on your head if you don't fucking toe the line and keep the good word in your heart. In the seventh circle of hell, sinners must endure one titty hanging out for all eternity. Anyway, that sounds about right. Happened to your grandma one time. Fucking gross. Everybody thought so. Anyway.
All right. Card combo number 2. Ooh, good. One that I'm not sure that I can do. Because I don't, like, okay. When it comes to Arnold Schwarzenegger, which, boy, what a fun name to say. Yeah. Regardless. I'm trying to remember because it's like black something. The Schwarza part is the black part. You know, I'm trying to remember what his name means. Anyway, I think it's like blackhead. Something like, no, Kopf is head. Because, yeah, General Schwarzkopf from fucking us invading Iraq for reasons the first time. Anyway, regardless, so I don't remember. I do not remember what it stands for. But it's not what you think if you think it's something bad. I don't think, unless it is, in which case, like, oops, like, didn't know that or mean that. Hold on, I gotta look it up. For fuck's fuckles. That's right. It means black egg. Schwarzenegger. Ah, the black egg. So Arnie the black egg. And why is the egg black? I don't know. It's a name place in Switzerland, and I think there's another one in Austria. And anyway, which would make sense because that's where Arnold is from. Like, that's how everyone gets into his accent. Like, yeah, this is Arnold. But anyway, he does have a very iconic voice. And yeah, he does sound like not the most knowledgeable of foreigners. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a foreigner like Christoph Waltz, and it's like, you know, and he just sounds like he knows everything. You know, you hear him in interviews, and he's like, yeah, when we was working on a movie, it was very good, and we had a wonderful time, and we, you know, we created a safe space in which all the actors could could birth, as it were, their greatest craft and give all that they had, leaving nothing back. It was wunderbar. And we had a good time. You know, like, and Arnold would be like, yeah, I drank beer. I don't know. It's just Christoph Waltz. Like, Arnold was the governor of California. He was the governor. And Christoph Waltz is like just an actor who lives in California now, I think, probably. But like, if you were to look at it right now, like just on the face, like which of these two gentlemen do you think would be the most politically savvy enough to win, you know, a high seat in local government and really do some things that, depending on how you feel about them, is depending on whether or not you think they were good or not. But he did some things for sure. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. This just, boy, the last 2 minutes you could just strike from the record and nobody would fucking miss them. People would be like, yeah, that was fucking dumb. That was fucking stairwell to nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Ugh, what is this? Anyway, yeah, what is this? A fucking, early Catholic cathedral built in the desert? Talking about you, Diocese of Gallup, New Mexico. Yeah, I've been in there. You got stairwells trying to find a goddamn bathroom, and it's fucking like, oh god, I gotta think like I'm in the 1750s to even know where to fucking go to like find a bathroom. And it'd be like, well, if I really liked belfries and like weird small antechambers that people can do secrets that they'll later have to fucking, give confession on, give places like that. Got to give little windy ass staircases that are so short that like you're hitting your head on the bottom of the next row of stairs as you're going up. So you got to crouch and shit. And all you want to do is shit, but good fucking luck finding that bathroom after you're like finding those, what are they called? The like alcove with the fucking, it was in Shakespeare all the time. Fucking Falstaff hid in them all the time. The like alcove with a tapestry in front of it. Ah, for fuck's sake. God damn it. I keep having to pause it to look shit up. Hold on. Okay, entirely too much research was done, and we found only that it was called an alcove, or a niche. Hopefully that's what I set off to find, lo these many hours ago, whenever the fuck I started looking for that. Oh, for fuck's fuckles, I've only got a few more of these. Okay. Card combination number dos. In the style of Arnolde Schwarzenface. Okay, so I'll tell you this. You know who has the worst Arnold Schwarzenegger, who did it the most? Conan O'Brien. It was just yelling. Just yelling in vaguely sort of German, and sounded an awful lot like Conan yelling regularly, so it just not a great voice, but like it was effective. It was funny. It was never not a funny thing. When he was doing the mouth, he'd put the picture up and he would, mouth the words for Arnold. Yeah, it was good stuff. Anyway, so here we go. Arnold, yeah. So, what you have to do, it's falling apart very quickly. First, you take the harsh German accent, and then you put the ridiculous Arnold on top of it. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the governor of California. Okay. Take it, governor. Not good. This is not good. I should not have done this one. My gut instinct said no, and my gut instinct was right. Give a big round of applause to Gut Instinct. And stop. Do not clap anymore, because now it's me and my fucked up Arnold is no good. Okay, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Next, from J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter and the Chamber of a Burrito That's Just Sour Cream. That's a terrible goddamn accent. I apologize to the Pope. I apologize to fucking who else is pretty good? Greta Thunberg. She can get some apology. I apologize to what's that one girl who got acid in the face for trying to get an education? Malala. I'm not being a fuck around. I'm trying to actually remember her name. So if that's not it, I apologize profusely because I'm literally trying to remember. Anyway, regardless. Oh, fuckles, man. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, but you do. You know what it is. Okay. Card combo number 3, Thespian. We've done this one before. Thespian, we always think someone who's very actually, yes, acting to the maximum, putting it to the back wall, yes, acting. So, here we go. Art isn't just a painting in a stuffy museum. Art is alive. Art is showing all the boys my pussy. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will be accepting all awards that you have, rewards for missing children's, cartons of milk. You just get straight up give me cartons of milk. I'll accept those. I'll show up. I'll do a photo op for a carton of milk. Yeah, don't act like I wouldn't. At this point in my career, how this is going, I would do a photo op for you giving me a pint of milk. That's right. Doesn't even have to be a quart. It could just be a pint. Anyway, regardless. Hey, that's, art, man. It's not painting a stuffy museum. You know what it is. Yeah, we did it. We did it pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, card combo number 4. Oh, this one. I get this one all the time. Is very, how you say, I do not know this, but it's the Française. Yes, you ask for this one all the times, and I do not knowing if I am doing correctly anymore, but is trying very hard to make it good for you American, with your baseball and your not facing up to the harsh realities that we must all one day die away like all the things of the earth. You see, this is true, and you don't like this, but this is the way it is. Anyway, now that my accent is fucking gone out the goddamn window. Yeah, my accent fucking left, man. Can't believe that shit. I was just sitting here, I was like, fuck, man. That'd be a pretty good time to fucking have command of a French accent right now. But fuck, I didn't have it. Did you have it? Nah, I was sipping on some good old fucking wild turkey. That shit's the shit. Yeah, that shit. Fucking good, man. Get you some of that. No more worries. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah, man. During high school, I never really fit in until I find let's try that again. Just for fuck's sake. Yeah, I get older, these words stay the same. Okay. During high school, I never really fit in until I found Whining Like a Little Bitch Club. 'Cause sometimes you just can't fucking take it, man. Whine about it like a little bitch. That's right. That's part of LIVIN, man. Just living. You know what I'm saying? No, I do not know this living. Is like your living girlfriend in your tacky trailer house. Ugh, we cannot approve such a life. Okay, during high school, I never really fit in until I found Whining Like a Little Beach Club. Oh, this fromage is très soggy. You did not leave it in the refrigerator long enough. You retrieve it too soon, and now it does not pair with the wine. Well, fuck you. I have military text to declare my fucking... What's that called? Surrender. I couldn't think of the word. Surrender. I have motherfucking armies to surrender to. That's what the joke was, because it's French. I hope you understood. Thank you. Tip your waiters. Okay, tip your waitresses. And tip that cute little waiter over there. You know the one I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I'm going to see him after the show. Yeah, I am. You shut your hot little mouth. I'll kiss your manly tongue. I'm going to lick it like a postage stamp. Yeah, I'm going to make weird fucking mouth noises. We're going to be two dudes making out. Anyway, regardless. Hey. 30% more gay. 30% more gay. Anytime under the influence, 30% more gay. Guaranteed. Every time. Every fucking time. Gangster. Now, there is a type of gangster that people think of. I mean, I could do it. All you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. I mean, oh boy. But, yeah, I'm not going to do that for reasons. I'm just going to not. We're not going to pull from any of those types. Sorry. But hopefully you understand. Try to be fucking sensitive. Anyway, regardless. But we're going to go stereotypical. We're going to go the old, Mashy. Oh, I could have, gone, mobster, could have gone, never going against... Wait, that's not even the guy that's fucking... I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. This fucking Brando. Anyway, it's not even a very good Brando. This is, my worst ever Brando. But, yeah... But never going against the family. Anyway, regardless, fuck's sake, could have gone that way, but I'm not. That's also could be racial, so I'm just gonna go with the old mashy, because I don't think that's racial, and if it is, then I'm sorry, but people are going to be well, Armenians of the time They brought the real meh, kappa. Like, so when you do that, you're just being really insensitive to the Armenians, which you shouldn't be. The fucking genocide, goddamn. Ugh, have a little politeness for fuck's sake. Anyway, hey, so we're gonna do this one in our meh, see, kappa, meh. You'll never take me alive, see, meh. Chang, back me up, Chang, meh. You owe me big time, Chang, meh, see. You're gonna help me get out of this sticky one, Chang. Come on, Chang, meh. How many times did I stick my neck out for you, Chang? Meh. Like, I love that he and Chang, like, just totally get along, you know? Just a world where whatever this guy is, meh. and Chang can just be like, bros is bros, man. Like, whatever. Maybe you need to get with the times, for fuck's sake. Anyway, all of a sudden I'm concerned that all of my shelves are slanting downward and to the left. But that could 100% be the parallax effect, and I am not having it. It's throwing me for a loop-de-loop. My brain is throwing loop-de-loops. But look at what I do. Look at what I do when I'm like, well, most people would have turned into the melty couch girl by now, because that's what you were promised and that's what you would normally do. But like every time I'm like, let's write some shit and put it on. Woohoo! Here we go. You know? So yeah, we're going to do the mashy. Best go back to where you came from now, see? We don't take too kindly to braiding 3 penises into a Twizzler in these parts, see? Not where I come from, Chang. Not where I come from. Swear you and I differ, Chang. I mean, they can respect each other's differences. They are a beautiful, beautiful biracial couple, and I will not have you besmirch their name. Anyway, we're going to move on. All right, Governor. British it is. I went community college. I did. So, yeah, I can do a British accent. Which, by the way, is only slightly worse than the British, it was when I was in college, a British collegiate group was in the competition for some reason, and they were performing Guys and Dolls. And, what? Guys and Dolls? And you're British? And so it's all these, they're trying to do these New York accents and shit, which are hard for, like, if you're not from New York, it's actually kind of difficult to do some of those accents, or at least do them correctly, so that the people who are from there, which is a lot of fucking people, would recognize and be like, oh, that's what that sounds like. Yeah, it's fucking correct. Anyways, so, like, is one of those things where it's hard to do New York accents for people who are not from at least the East Coast, you know? And so, because you just don't fucking hear it. And you're like, that can't be that crazy. But it is. Like, there's a huge difference when you go from one coast to the other. You know, huge difference in the way people talk. And so, you know, because it's fucking geography. You know, geography plus time plus, you know, dividing lines of some sort or another equals like different dialects over time, and given enough time, potentially different languages. Anyway, for fuck's sake. So some people are going to be speaking New Jersey in the future. Can you imagine? People from Jersey. Anywho's, but I heard this British collegiate acting troupe put on a production of Guys and Dolls, and you know how fucking like, I have no idea what my British accents sound like to British ears. I've never gotten any feedback in that regard ever, so I literally have no idea. So I could be fucking awful. I could be fucking, Penis Van Lesbian bad, because Penis Van Lesbian, when he was in Mary Poppins, he didn't know how awful he was, and people were just polite and didn't tell him because they're like, oh, the fucking guy's trying, I'm sure they'll fix this in post or some shit. And then they didn't, and everybody was like, oh, fuck. Like, that's what they went with, except they weren't like, oh, fuck. They were like, oh, fuck. That's what we let him sound like. Well, that's fucked up. Good heavens. Oh, for fuck's fuckles. Anyway, yeah, that's how that went. So there are many different British accents. I'm not going to take you through multiple different varieties, and like, people like always know the Cockney, even though it's not really what the Cockney is, and also it's a dying accent, because like people be like, oh, the Cockney that's like, hello, Gov. Want to come over to my house and get a crumpet and a tea? Yeah, that sounds amazing. Like, yeah, it's a Cockney accent, that is. That's what people think. But like, Jason Statham is more of what's happening in Cockney now. I mean, granted, Michael Caine he's always been sort of a indicator at where the Cockney accent was at any given time, and that's what he was. Yeah, Michael fucking Caine. Anyway, that is true, but the Jason Statham variety is like, yeah, do you know what I mean? This fucking guy come up to me and he's like, yeah, you got a fiver? And I'm like, fuck off, you think I got a fiver for you? Yeah, and fucking bash his bloody skull in. Yeah, for fuck's sake. Anyway, so that, and then they do the rhyming slang, which is the dumbest fucking thing ever. They'd be like, Timbuktu sounds like time a shoe, tiramisu. So, you won't go down to the fucking Italian cafe, get a fucking tiramisu, fucking tiramisu, kneeling down, get the crown, become renowned. He got his knighthood, kneeling down, have a crown. Like, I'm not even doing it well, but like the fucking, like, it's seriously so disjointed from what it's actually referencing that you're like, why is that slang for that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of slangs for shit that you could be like, oh, yeah, I understand what that means. Like, for instance, student once made a joke about trapping out the bando. Yeah, this is some slang for you. Trapping out the bando. And and so like trapping, you understand. I mean, this has been around for a while. Um and out the bando, the abandoned house. So like, where are you trapping? Well, you're trapping out the bando. So like, people know where you are. You have a temporary, uh, you know, office of operations, and there you go. Away you have your small business for as long as you can keep it under the notice of local law enforcement. For fuck's sake, man, that's crazy. That's crazy town. I can't imagine. Uh, I would not and never and couldn't even imagine that kind of shit. Anyway, brain can't handle a lot of shit right now, but that shit, no, thank you. Anywho's I don't know what we're talking about. Card combo number 6, a British. I'll just do a simple one. I'm not gonna fuck around with any like Imperials or fucking like poshies or fucking whatever. We're just gonna fucking do it's basically Stewie Griffin minus the smiling. Because like this sort of continental type accent, that sort of turn of the century continental, kind of a deal, that you hear in some period pieces now. Anyway, that fucking one. And if you say that while smiling, that's how you do Stewie Griffin from Family Guy. Which, by the way, don't think I wasn't pissed off. You know how you have like the French have this term for like, it means the wisdom of the staircase. That thing where you think of the perfect comeback, like as you're walking up the stairs after missing the opportunity. Yeah. I hope I already said what would have been a perfect comeback, because I don't know what I'm even coming back to at this point. But regardless. Oh, no, I do, because, yeah, that fucking kid who was like, I do better voices than you, and I'd be like, I can do a voice from that show and say basically anything in it, because it doesn't matter. Like, if you can do the voice, if you can do the voice, you can do the voice. So, you take a sort of, the continental turn of the century, sort of an accent, and you sort of, yes, hello, this is what's happening right now. Yes, of course. We enunciate very, very well. It's very posh, but it's also of a certain time period. Don't hear this sort of shit today. No, not even with the very posh. So, this is what it is. And, well, for fackles. Yes, and if you say it with a smile and a bit of laugh in your voice, it's Stewie. Yes. Oh, mother, dearest, yes, oh, Stewie. Hey, Brian, how's that novel come along? Got the characters mapped out, have you? Like, it's fucking, that's Stewie Griffin, is just take that continental accent and you say it while smiling, and the little bit of a laugh in your voice is Stewie Griffin. I know that's not a perfect Stewie Griffin, but it's like, I specialize in the not half bad. The voices you hear, and you're like, after he told me what it was, I was like, yeah, I can kind of hear it. Kinda. Yeah, I get it. I had a semi-nice time. Anyway, oh, fuck, I gotta say this now. I haven't. haven't said anything. Oh, of course not. Sort of. Ooh, silly. So silly of me. Yes, correct. That's right. I killed a man on the brink of orgasm. How, you ask? Lockjaw. Oh, yes. Lockjaw. That one kind of works, and that's kind of terrifying because those were right after each other. Anyway, I think it said killed Lockjaw first. Because I wasn't drawing these as a hand. I was trying to draw these randomly. Anyway, but it works. Totally works. All right. This one, Valley Girl. Oh my god. I can't believe you'd ask me that. That's fucking bullshit. Like, who do you even? Oh my god. Take me to the fucking Gap. I want to buy some fucking stonewashed, acid-washed, stoner-washed jeans. Jeans that have been washed in acid stones by stoners. Okay? Is that too much to ask for fuckles? Okay. Well, okay, the secret to a lasting marriage is like communication and like communication and like drowning the kids in the bathtub. Okay, well, fuck you, Jessica. You look fat today anyway. Card combo number 8. The Stoner.
Well, hi, I'm a daggone.
Yeah, that's what stoners sound like.
Well, I tell you, I reckon I was about your age when I started smoking the devil's lettuce.
For the record, I don't smoke anything ever. So when people have asked me, like, you don't smoke? And I'm like, no, never have. That is true. That is true because I don't smoke. What I do is edible. And what edible, when I have been introduced to it, was I was 38? No. It hasn't been that long. Oh, I was like 40. Yeah, I was like 40, basically. And a doctor was like, it might help you with your problems. I was like, do you think so? And he's like, yeah, look at your problems. And I'm like, you're probably fucking right. And when I got the card and the lady who was the nurse, she had tattoos. It's all very like weird, you know. It's like they're quote unquote doctors, but only for the purpose of like doing this one thing that is the only thing they do, which is listen to people list any symptom of anything and then them be like, that sounds very painful. You know what you need for that? The stickiest of the icky. Anyway, so the lady who was asking me my questions and whatnot she was like, and have you used it for your pain management before? And I was like, I have never used it for my anything before. And she's like, you never fucking used before, man? And this is how she's talking to me all of a sudden as like the medical professional signing my state form saying that it's okay for me to engage in an activity that, like, if I'm being completely honest, I never thought I would engage in, you know, but now I do it, some would say far too regularly, which is to say every single weekend. And when I have a break like this one, definitely too often so far. Anyway, regardless, so maybe this one won't be too bad, man. All right. Okay, bruh. I feel it so much, man. I put on that fish show from 94, man. Like 94 was like primo fish, man. And you know what I'm talking about. We didn't see fish till 98, man. But like they were still fucking kicking ass then, man. Like 2.0, man, it's like okay, but fucking original flavor, man, 94 fucking shows, 96 shows, that 98 show we were at was fucking great, man. Anyway, so can I do a stoner accent? No, I can't. Cannot pull it off. Can't be done. Cannot be done, ladies and gentlemen. You ask too much. You ask too much of me. I am but a lowly, lowly actor, trying to bring to this auditory stage what little ability I have. But I tell you, I shall give it my all. I shall leave my blood, my very guts, my very whatever disgusting oozages of bodily fluids I can leave here. If only I could do a stoner of some sort. Okay. Alright, man. I'm just gonna chill out, man. It's fucked up, man. Alright. What if I can get my eyes to focus, man? You know what I'm talking about. Fucking Visine and shit. Yeah, man, that's the shit. Anyway, what brought the orgy to a grinding halt, man? The fucking Amish. Get it? 'Cause they're fucking prudes, man. They'd be like, oh, dicks going into buttholes, man. Like, that's not cool, man. God doesn't even want us to have zippers, man. He hasn't even heard of anal yet, man. God doesn't know about this shit, and neither does my son. So don't look so fucking intrigued, man. Oh, God damn it. The Amish put the brakes on the orgy. That worked out. Not gonna lie, this is quite good. Like this very you know, what do you call it? Isolated sect. You know, that's a very insular community. Shows up, insular religious community with very simple life practices dedicated to a life of simplicity. They show up and it's like dicks and buttholes and fingers and mouth holes and noses and pussy holes and like, you know what I'm saying? It's like all the appendages and all the holes all at the same time and just like it's like the end of a sausage party but with people. Can you imagine that with people? What that falafel would do to that fucking bagel? You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, regardless, man, it's fucking, that's what I'm talking about. The Amish would put the brakes on that shit. Number 9. Redneck. Oh, for fuck's fuckles. Okay. Well, dadgum, redneck, that's fucking, I do that any old fucking day. I don't give a fuck. I just got in on the goddamn driving truck all night, pulled in, and fucking you assholes was sitting here with your fucking recording machine. I guess I'll say whatever the fuck you want, but you fuckers, probably a couple of Hollywood queers, ain't you? Probably voted for that fucker in the White House right now. I tell you what, I heard it on the CB. Fucking JFK Jr.'s coming back. He's gonna put my boy back on the fucking, back in command there in the Oval Office, and then you fuckers will have to fucking see what a hellscape will unleash for you fuckers, 'cause fuck you for not being exactly the same as me, man. Fuck you. God said he wanted everybody to be the same, and for that sameness to be drawn from a basis of fucking bland ass mediocrity, for fuck's sake, man. Anyway, okay. Future historians will agree that announcing that I am about to come marked the beginning of America's decline. Now, a real man won't even say it. He won't be like, oh my God, I'm about to, do a number 3 in your hoo-ha, or whatever the fuck. You won't even fucking, you won't say shit. You just fucking, like a man, you just fucking get in there and be like, as God fucking intended, you know what I'm saying? You don't fucking tell her like, oh, dearest, I'm about to ejaculate. I'm about to ejaculate my ejaculate all over the fucking place. I'll fucking drop it in your dripping wet pussy if you don't fucking tell me where to put it. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna put this shit somewhere. Where am I gonna put it? Oh, 'cause it's about to happen. Like, like that. Things of that nature. This just turned into a fucking erotic. This is erotica now. This is like, oh yeah, what are you wearing? Fuck. God damn it. No. We're doing a show, for fuck's sake. We can't decline into erotica that quickly. That's for the fanfic. This is not what we bring to the regular fucking show. Anyway, god damn it. We gotta get done tonight. Okay, you fucking asshole. Think you're better than me? Do you think you're better than me? Well, I'll fucking kick your balls right in the face. I'll fuck you up, you fucking fuck. You fucking outfix your goddamn little red wagon, you fucking asshole. You get that little red wagon out of your garage, you bring it over here, I'll fucking put new bearings in those fucking wheels and shit. A fucking like WD-40 and all the fucking joints and shit. A fucking like see if I can't get new fucking wheels and shit. And fucking fix your goddamn little red wagon. I'll give it a new coat of fucking paint, but I'm gonna fucking sandblast it first. Get it a fucking good surface and shit. And fucking do the fucking goddamn your fucking. You're the one who fucking brought out an antique wagon. I didn't know you were planning on making money on Antique Roadshow, and it's worth more with the original paint. I offered to fix your little red wagon, you fuck. I don't have to listen to you or to anybody or to my own brain. I'm turning my brain off right now. Okay, so drunk a little bit. I gotta drink a little bit more right now. Oh, that's good. Oh, that goes into my tummy. Wait, what the fuck? I skipped the so drinkatals. I skippled ahead. I got a little on my other face parts. Suck it in. Okay, I went from finger painting to listening to her problems without trying to solve them, all thanks to fisting. It was pretty good. Did you think it was pretty good? Did you think it was pretty good? Did you think it was pretty good? You should think it's a burger. Skipper treats. Anyway, hey, what? All thanks to fisting. And I wasn't even drunk. I was not. I was something else. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I can pretend into a microphone to a thing on the internet. Huzzah! Are you not entertained? Number 11. Oh, yes. The Southern Drawl. Now, we're talking about that Southern sort of drawl, which when you are able to speak as a gentleman and keep the sort of Southern traditions alive as our dear Lord and Savior had intended. You speak with a certain sort of a drawl, which indicates, you do hold with your other Southern brethren that the South will rise again, but you assume, and perhaps correctly, that it will begin with you and your kin first. Anyway, the Southern Drawl. I'm doing a Southern Drawl. This is as far south as I ever get. This drawl is one that I've been doing. And there you go, it's a Southern Drawl, everybody. Yeah. Okay. Nope, that's fucking not even close. You're not even close. You haven't been close in a fortnight. I hate to tell you, but you're not fucking close. Well, that's ridiculous. I've been trying to get close for a wee bit, but I haven't tried so very much that I would consider it a matter which is closed. I wouldn't consider that, no. Wouldn't think of it. Anyway, I don't know what I'm... Southern Drawl. I forgot exactly what I was doing at the time. Okay, Southern Drawl. Yeah. My plans for world domination begins with blowing some dudes in an alley. That's right. I will put my mouth on their penises, and I will suckle them dry. Just as Judas did to Jesus in the good book, I will do that to some dudes in an alley. And that is where my plans for world domination begin, yeah. Over there. Blowing some dudes in an alley. Anyway, regardless, I feel the accent was like, who the fuck knows? So that's pretty good. Australian, mate, yeah. You can do a big ass fucking Australian, yeah? Right? I mean, we used to not think you talk like this, but then we meet Jim Jeffries and he's like, well, fuck's sake, I talk like this, it's fucking normal. Yeah, he's like, hello, my name is Jim Jeffries, eh? Big fat comedian, got my son Hank, yeah. And it's that fucking big of an accent, which is ridiculous. Because, like, I've known a few Australians in my day, and they've been more like, this sort of thing. And it's more, reserved and whatnot. And it's a bit more drawn back than you'd think. but it's still a bit, got the Aussie twang in it. Sort of a similar thing with a Kiwi sort of an accent, but I can't really differentiate the two. Still working on it. You'll know I'm doing good when I get South African. That's a hard one to do. Not gonna lie about it. Anyway, so during his midlife crisis, my dad got really into my collection of Japanese sex toys. That accent fell apart so quickly. Aussie, mate, during his midlife crisis, my dad got really into my collection of Japanese sex toys. Yeah. Right. Nah. During his midlife crisis, my dad got really into my collection of Japanese sex toys. Right? Yeah, try this. It's Vegemite. Nah, it's good. Anyway, he just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. What the fuck is that all about? These are supposed to be short. Did I call this a mini-sode? Probably. For fuck's sake. Well, given the length of the last full episode. You're welcome. You're welcome very much. Card combo number 13. Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho! Santa! Oh, boy! Is it Christmas? It isn't? Well, then this voice is going to seem annoyingly out of season. Ho, 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 ho! Yes, it is. Oh, you love me in December, but any other fucking time of the year, it's like, get out of here, old man. Ho, 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 ho. You know I'm fucking right. Anyway. Ho, ho, ho. What is Batman's guilty pleasure? Running out of semen. Ho, ho, ho. He'll put it anywhere. Into a potted plant? Onto your mom's forehead? Ho, ho, ho! He even put it into an elf's butt! Ho, 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 ho! Santa, bemused that, Batman had, anal sex with an elf. And he's just bemused. He's like, yeah, Batman gets a little crazy when he's off duty. I mean, we fictional characters. You won't believe the shit we get into when you're not looking. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, I did have to do a new shuffle because I was doing too many sex things. There were just too many sex things popping up. Anyway, so we're going to try another thing. Oh, yes. Whoa, the voice of a vampire. Whoa. Okay. I have risen from my coffin to tell you the things. Before a nuanced critique, all we had was a fat, bald man from the internet. Blah. Actually, that kind of works, though. Before we had a nuanced... No, it'd be the other way around. Before we had a fat, bald man from the internet just naysaying every fucking thing, we used to have, well, it's a nuanced critique. We're here in the 14th hour of a show in which we just talk frankly and openly about politics and shit, and it's called the McLaughlin Hour or the Cross Group, the Cross-Dresser McLaughlin Group. Now that's a show I'd watch. Oh, God. Yeah, nowadays it's just hey, where do you want your political propaganda to come from? Do you want it to come from Republicans or Democrats? Because them's the choices. Anyway, so we did the vampire. We did it. All right, this is the last one. Oh, great, because that'll put us to bed at a decent hour. We'll be fully functional tomorrow. Good fucking shit. Nicely done, everyone. Give yourself a big round of applause. Fucking white people. Am I right? Anyway, hey, last one. Yeah, got to do sort of a pirate. Pirate is sort of a, you take an Irishman, you do, you get him, and you put a bit of gravel in his voice, and then suddenly he turns into a pirate. Rawr. Why were all of our pirates Irish? I don't know. Potato famine, maybe? Also, just general disparaging of Irishmen early in our country's history, but also like throughout British history. Like, yeah, this is what a pirate sounds like. So when you hear someone who's like, oh, hello, welcome to my beautiful country. If I can do anything for you, don't wait to mention it, and I'll get right on it for you. We welcome you to Ireland. It's a wonderful place. You'll have a great time. Yeah. We want you, anytime you hear anybody sounds like that, we want you to think like, yeah, I'll scuttle your timbers and cut out your insides and give them to fishies. That's, I think our pirate accent, I cracked the code, first of all. Thank you very much, Internet. First of all, crack the code. So, pirate voice is actually just some Irish racist ass shit. So, for fuck's sake, like, get a handle on that shit. And then that's number one. Number two is, if we needed more, is that, for fuck's sake, pirates, they're not good people. And so we don't want to associate them with Irish people. I mean, that's just mean. It's mean-spirited, and it's an attempt by the British to discredit Irish people for being Irish, and it's some bullshit. And it's exactly why Sinead O'Connor threw up a picture of Queen Elizabeth on that one on SCTV. No. Fucking, what's the one? God damn it. Mad TV. There we go. I could pull the competitor to SNL in time for it to still be relevant and funny. Yeah, did it. Topical comedy. Achievement unlocked. We did it. Pulled that ship right into harbor. Speaking of ship, yeah. If God didn't want us to enjoy a Japanese tourist who wants something very badly but can't communicate it, he wouldn't have given us Stockholm Syndrome. Yar. Avast, ye mateys. Let's give that Japanese guy more Stockholm Syndrome. Oh, God. That's the last one, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have any outros or fucking anything else. As we just hope that maybe you've enjoyed your time here, and that the fact that you are now doomed to a fate here in the infinite regression, where you just experience a little more sorrow each day as you go back toward an infinite sadness that your mind can scarcely even contemplate at this juncture, but will become increasingly apparent as you advance through the pain cycles. Anyway, that's where we're going to leave it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a short one. It's only an hour and a half, plus a little bit more than that. For fuck's sake, you can't watch an hour and a half worth of mini comedy. Most of it's in rough comedic shape. I mean, it's like kind of comedy-esque. It has a comedy-esque bent. Anyway, regardless, ladies, gentlemen, I must bid you adieu, for I must to bed. For on the morrow we are going to paint our house, and I must arise early. So thank you for your patronage, and we bid you bye.